And then that is where the fun begins. And oh my god, someone just spent 500 gold on a drink. Lovely. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Oh wow, my goodness, we're up to 2,800 gold. Oh boy. Okay, that is a lot of gold. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today you join me in the wonderful world of Tavern Master. That's right, it's a wonderful Tavern Tycoon game. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not just going to show you how to run a thriving tavern. I'm going to show you how to absolutely decimate the balance of this game and generate infinite money using hyperinflation. That's right, because why on earth would you bother running a successful business and tavern when instead you can just live in an era of hyperinflation where currency has no value, and for some reason we get to set the price of everything and force the poor local peasants to pay for it. Oh, it's going to be glorious. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're sat back, relaxed, you have a nice warm cup of Yorkshire tea in hand, and if you're feeling especially fantastic, you can even give this video a like. Now, let's dive into making the most economically dubious pub possible. Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen to our lovely, very simple tavern. It doesn't start out with much. We have two very basic employees. This man is called Reeves. Oh my goodness, it's none other than Keanu Reeves. I knew he would be here. Oh, it's glorious. Well, we've managed to find him. The man, the myth, the legend has just spawned in our lovely tavern. Now, the way this game works is very simple. We serve beverages like, say, water and beer at the cost of 2 gold and 3 gold each. Based on the level of prestige in our pub, we shall be attracting guests. In our case, we'll be attracting 43 people per day just off of the streets to come into our lovely pub. And here are our first few customers now. It's a very simple process whereby they raise their hand and they pretty much order a drink out of thin air. The lovely barkeeper man here fills up 2 fresh glasses of water, brings them over to them, and then we get paid. It really is as simple as that. We've just made our first 11 gold coins. Lovely. However, it could be better. And in fact, we could also do with renaming our tavern. Now, we're going to name our tavern Bargain Booze, and the reasoning is very simple. We're going to lure people in on the false pretense of low prices. Well, already on our first day, we've increased our potential seating by adding in space for an additional 6 customers at any one time, and this in turn will massively improve our profits. We've also now just unlocked the ability to make a kitchen, and as great as it would be sure to actually have a kitchen, we're not going to, because food in this game is terrible. We only want to serve beverages because beverages are perfectly balanced. Anyway, let's get more tables in. Just a huge long line of tables. Oh, lovely, fantastic. That's another additional 8 customers we just added space for. So did you ever hear about that time a guy walked into a bar and then he asked the bartender, do you have any helicopter flavored crisps? And of course the bartender shakes his head and says, no, we've only got plain. Oh my god. Now that's my kind of dad joke. But I will tell you about this one time. A ghost walked into a bar. The bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve spirits. Oh dear. Already we're seeing the drinks flow and the profits slowly drip on in. It's going to take a while for us to actually become absolutely monolithic in profiteering, but we will get there soon. You see, it all starts when we unlock this lovely bonus down here, the drink price manipulation in the research tree. As soon as we have this, we determine what the peasants are paying. Right, well that's day 2 over as well. We managed to turn a nice tidy profit on that day. We sold 90 drinks, which is lovely, and we're ready to move on to day 3 now with more money than ever in our account. But it's probably also time that we expand the pub a bit, as we're going to need more seating space. Right, now we've finally expanded the pub into this additional area over here, which is lovely, as this means we can now start filling it with even more tables. And more tables means more customers. And more customers mean more profits. Oh, it's fantastic. Right, now we finally unlocked the ability to do special events. Most of them do require you to have kitchens so that you can actually serve food, but we don't need to do any of them. No. Instead, we're gonna host ourselves a regular party. This means tomorrow we have 20 slightly rarer guests arriving, and these bad boys are gonna be drinking water and lemonade. Now, in order to do this, we're going to actually need to have lemonade available, so I will actually buy some, and then we're gonna schedule this lovely party to happen tomorrow. And these people are gonna rock up and start buying water and lemonade. But most importantly, they're actually buying water at an inflated price of 4 gold, which is absolutely overpowered. And there we go. All the guests of the event have been served, and and I immediately get 200 gold. That is lovely. Right, an event day has come to an end, which is glorious for us. We managed to make a lovely quantity of money, but more importantly, it's gotten us one step closer to researching the drink price. I'll tell you something else I can do. I can actually buy this lovely musician's podium as well. We simply spend gold and they will guarantee a certain amount of guests are likely to rock up tomorrow, which is of course fantastic stuff. More people arriving is potentially more money, which in turn is more profits. So we're going to start the next day. Admittedly, we'll probably start it with negative money, but it's okay because we now have a brand new bard and we have even more seating areas. Right, some fantastic progress has been had. We are now in the final stretch of research. This is the point where we're able to start breaking this game into tiny little pieces. It all starts with the research of the drink price, ladies and gentlemen, as this allows us to set our own prices for the beverages. Because why serve water at 2 gold a cost when in reality we could be serving it for a lot more, especially considering it is literally free to refill. Now, doesn't that just seem perfectly balanced? So all we have to do is wait for our lovely research to come into pass, and then good old Keanu Reeves here is going to be in a very happy position when it comes to pouring his drinks, as he's going to be pouring drinks at a little bit higher than his usual cost. And there we go, we've managed it. We've researched drink price, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely stuff. Now allow me to demonstrate the power and limitations of altering the drink price, as this is now something we can do. We can change the price of all of our items at the exact same time using this button here. However, there is one minor problem. As you can see over here, we currently sell beer for 3 gold and lemonade for 3 gold and water for 2 gold, and it costs us money to refill them, but we can increase our prices and this allows us to sell beer for 4 gold. Heck, we can increase it up to 6, pretty much doubling our prices from 3 gold to 6. There's just one issue. No one is going to pay for it. As much as we'd love people to actually buy the alcohol at this price, they're not going to. Only 6 guests would actually turn up tomorrow if we charge these prices. This is of course a problem because we can increase our prices as much as we like, but the issue is no one's going to be paying them because no one wants to buy alcohol at stupidly exorbitant prices. There's just one issue, and that is that we can lie to our customers. I know, and it's all going to begin tomorrow in true glorious profiteering fashion, because I've discovered something very unique about this game. As soon as someone is walking past your pub, provided there's space for them to be sat, and we are expected to have that many guests per day, they will enter the pub and they will sit down and then buy a drink. This much is guaranteed. Whether they stay for longer and buy multiple drinks is entirely questionable, but one thing is for certain, once they decide to enter, they will buy at least 1 drink, and that means we can exploit this. So what we're going to do is basically create a prison. It all starts very simply by moving all of the tables and chairs that we have near the front of the entrance away from the actual front. Now, very interestingly, the game has this very simple graph to show the walkable area inside a pub. Now, this is a very useful graph. There's just one issue. We're going to be manipulating it. As you can probably guess, the interesting fact about this game is that when someone decides to enter your pub, they have decided to buy a drink. But the issue is very simple. If someone enters your pub and you raise the price, they won't buy any more drinks. They're just going to leave. I mean, if you've got into a pub, you've bought your first drink and that only costs you 3 gold, then great. But then if the second drink is going to be 87 gold, you're not going to buy that drink. You're going to run as far away as you can. So in order to manipulate this, all we have to do is make sure we can scam people before their first drink is ever purchased. And so in order to do that, we're going to be building ourselves a lovely maze-like prison. We are sadly going to have to move our lovely counter away, but it's okay, it was a necessary thing to happen, as we have to build ourselves an entrance that truly allows us to manipulate everyone. Because now, when people enter our tavern, they have to enter through this front door, walk all the way around the outside, all the way along here, right the way around here, and then wha-bam, now they can actually be seated. It's fantastically broken, as we're going to be able to use this to start tricking people. So, welcome ladies and gentlemen, we have our lovely pub. We've got it open, we're ready to receive 122 guests today. Now, the first few guests are of course members of a band, which is lovely, that's fantastic. But most importantly, we're starting to see large groups of people walking into our pub and getting ready for our lovely drinks. Well, this is where we have our prey. This lovely monk man here, right before stepping into the pub, has committed to entering the pub. But as soon as he enters and commits at the price he's entered at. In this case, it would be 2 gold for water, 3 gold for beer, and 3 gold for lemonade. But what if we were to change these prices? Now, I've got an auto clicker set up, so I'm just going to temporarily raise the the prices up to, you know, a nice little humble, let's say 77 gold. Actually, let's raise the price up to 80. 80 gold for a beer. All of the people inside the tavern are never going to pay those prices, and they probably will start leaving, but that's okay, because this man has committed to going into the tavern, so is this person, and this person. Because we said the price is low, and the AI said, yes, I would like to go in and buy a drink, and now hyperinflation has set in, and the drinks have just gone up in price. Now, for the people already sat here who are already committed at the price levels, they are still going to be repeatedly served drinks at acceptable prices. But now that this monk has arrived, well, this is where the fun begins, as this monk is going to pay exorbitant fees for pretty much any and all beverages he receives. And we're just going to increase our price, and you'll notice we're suddenly making gold very quickly. Look, this man just spent 79 gold on a glass of water. This is almost 40 times the inflated price of water, as water is normally sold at 2 gold each. It also costs us absolutely nothing to refill the water barrel. It is entirely free, and this man just bought something that we can get for free for 79 gold. And best of all, ladies and gentlemen, he loves it here, so he's going to do it again. All of those people just spent 80 gold on drinks, and now we have 682 gold in the bank. Now that's up to 794, and now it's 854, and oh my goodness, everyone in the pub is now spending 80 gold on drinks. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's a lot of money. I don't think most of these people even make 80 gold. They now have to go home and explain to their lovely peasant wife why they spent 80 gold on a glass of water. Anyway, we're repeatedly serving all of the customers that recently entered 79 gold drinks, and this is massively inflating our money. We've now made more money today than we have pretty much on any other day, despite the fact that we've sold a lot less drinks. This means our profit margins are a lot better as well, because we're not actually using that much of our stock, which is lovely. But this looks like the end for today. We managed to make ourselves a tidy 1,749 gold. That's lovely, and using this money we can actually deck out the pub a bit, because that's right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got decorations, and these decorations directly influence the amount of people that will enter our pub. We can put down these banners of suffering, and this will of course convince more guests to arrive and increase our prestige. So wabam, our prestige has increased massively. Now if we were to drop our prices back down to where they normally were, we would now have 142 people visiting us tomorrow, which is lovely. Anyway, this was a fantastic day. We managed to make ourselves a huge amount of money, and it's time for us to start our next day. Of course, we've got our lovely musicians coming straight back into the pub, but more importantly, because our prices are so incredibly wonderfully cheap, everyone else is going to want to enter. But remember, we don't want anyone entering straight away. We want there to be a deficit build-up of customers, as this is generally going to confuse the game to try and make it balance everything out. So no customers for the time being. The people who've entered are going to be buying drinks at their regular normal price, but now we're going to decrease the prices back down to happy friendly levels. And wabam, suddenly people are going to want to start entering again. Literally everyone on the entire map is going to want to start entering again, which is fantastic. Pretty much all of these people here are now fully committed to entering our pub, along with most of the people on the map. So as they're starting to make their way over, we are now going to start changing the prices. We're going to, of course, inflate the prices using our auto clicker again, raise them up to about 80, similar to last time, but now we're going to go a little bit above and beyond, just because we quite simply can, as the developers decided not to put a cap on the amount of money these peasants were carrying, and now we are going to charge them 500 gold for water. This is 250 times the base cost of water, a product which is entirely free and in fact flowing literally right there for someone to scoop up with their bloody hands. But we are now selling it at a premium price. Now look at all of the people that have committed themselves to entering our pub at this ridiculous price point. It's wonderful. They're going to start all flowing in. They're going to absolutely love it. They're going to sit down, probably order their first few drinks, and then the price point's going to actually change. And then that is where the fun begins. And oh my god, someone just spent 500 gold on a drink. Lovely. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Oh wow, my goodness, we're up to 2,800 gold. Oh boy. Okay, that is a lot of gold. Whoa, this is an incredible amount of profit. Well, we're just going to let this day play out, because evidently this is fantastic. Now, as we have so much money, we can just literally slam down decorations everywhere. So I'm going to put these lovely medieval suits of armor about, just because they're lovely and intimidating, and of course massively increase our prestige, which in turn will lead to more customers falling for our lovely scam tomorrow. The sheer amount of profits from selling people water is absolutely wonderful, wonderful. This wizard here has drank 1,000 gold's worth of water. This woman just raised her hand for another water. What are you doing? What is wrong with you, priesty woman? That's 500 gold's worth of water. Look, I know you're a priest and you can probably sell holy water for quite a profit, but still, good lord. Okay, well, hey, I mean, I'll take 5 grand. That's absolutely wonderful. All in all, ladies and gentlemen, today was a fantastic day in comparison to all of the previous days. We managed to sell 12,000 gold's worth of drinks. This is a very, very, very nice profit and completely and utterly broken. Right, we're ready to start the next day. Let's go. Now all we need to do is actually decrease our prices back down, and luckily for me I also have a macro script set up for this, as we need to decrease these prices right the way back on down just so that we can actually get people back into the pub again. So there we go. Now at our base level of prices, 207 people are going to want to actually turn up today, which is lovely. We're going to start seeing quite a few of them actually walk their way into the pub, but then of course we're going to raise the prices up again. We want to raise our prices stupidly high so that no one will want to come on in, then raise them stupidly low so loads of people will commit themselves to coming on in. And now that that's going to happen and I've seen the change in NPCs occur, we are now going to massively artificially increase these prices.
6.5 hours later.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have increased the price of water and beer and lemonade from the usual cost of 2 free and free to 10,026, 10,027, and 10,027 as well. This is completely okay. Yeah, sure, people are still going to enter the pub for some reason. They're absolutely insane, but they'll still do it. Oh god, they'll still do it. And we can sell these people alcohol. We can sell them drinks, and these drinks are going to cost a lot of money. Oh my, they're going to cost a lot of money. Whabam, that's just 10,000 gold. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Yep, that's going to really skew any and all profit margins today, because that is very, very, very good. So we have 22 grand in the bank. This is lovely. This is fantastic, but we could make it even better. And I think I know a way how. Well, this was a very good day for the pub. We managed to make 15,768 gold. That is very, very, very jazzy indeed. And in fact, we're immediately going to open up the pub and be able to have floods and floods of people want to immediately go on in. I mean, just look at the sheer amount of people walking past the pub now. Our prestige level is insane thanks to the ridiculous amounts of suits of armor that we have. Heck, we can probably increase it even more. Let's get even more suits of armor going just so I can really increase the amount of guests we get per day. Oh my goodness, each of these bad boys is worth so many additional guests. It is wonderful. Right, okay, we're now due around about 694 guests per day, which is absolutely ridiculous, and now pretty much everyone walking past is going to desire to enter our pub. So now that that's the case, we're going to once again raise the price of all of the drinks. I'm going to be back in probably about 4 hours because we're going to spend a long time raising the price of the drinks. Oh my goodness.
1 eternity later.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I've broken the game. We now have 200,000 prestige. Do you know why? It's because of all of these bloody telescopes. Basically, I managed to sell a handful of drinks at 200,000 gold, and that actually resulted in so much money I could just place down near infinite telescopes. Now, what is the benefit of telescopes? Well, each telescope is a lot better than a piece of armor. Each armor can raise the prestige level by 150, which is fantastic. However, the telescope can raise it by 500. Oh my goodness, that's absolutely fantastic. Now, it did have one minor problem, and that is that the game is now busted because demand is so high that 8,306 people want to go to the pub every day at the base prices. But if we increase the prices a lot and raise, say, the price of water up to, you know, something absolutely absurd like 30 gold, 2,800 people still want to come here every day. We can raise the prices up to 36 gold for water, 37 gold for beer, and 37 gold for lemonade, and over 200 people are still going to be coming here every day to get this. Look at the line of people coming into the pub. What the hell is going on, game? Oh dear, oh dear. Well, we're about to make a lot of money very, very, very quickly. Oh dear. Well, this is fantastic. This is absolutely absurd. Money is going to start flooding in. Oh my goodness, what's this? There's a thief. There's a thief. He's broken in. I mean, there's a cutscene playing because the thief has broken in. And I get the feeling this is going to take 50 hours to play out. Oh my god. He's going to have to go through the entire thing. No! Oh my god, this is going to take like 70 millennia. Oh god, why did I build a maze in my pub? Oh no! It's fine, I did this to myself. Okay, so the thief comes in. Hello there, thiefy boy. Yes. What are you gonna do? Oh, he's stolen a barrel. Okay. Are we then gonna watch him walk all the way out with the barrel? Yes, we are! Oh my... Oh god. This was such a bad idea. Oh god. And there we go. Yep, a thief stole one of our barrels. Lovely. Well, I guess now we have to hire some guards. Well, here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been an explanation of how to absolutely decimate this game by convincing people that they are willing to satiate their thirst at any price, no matter what the cost. They are willing to do anything for that refreshing taste of an item that is completely free for us to purchase, being sold at 90 gold. Ah, it's perfectly balanced. Anyway, as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a like, and why not hop on down to the comment section and make sure to give our pub a 5-star rating. Please write a completely legitimate TripAdvisor review for Bargain Booze so that more people know to frequent this place. After all, the water is so delicious, you can even taste it through the crippling debt. And hey, if you sat there and you haven't even subscribed yet, why not do it now? It's absolutely majestic and will massively increase your own charisma statistics. As always, a huge thank you to each and every one of our amazing Patreons and YouTube channel members whose names are displayed on screen now. These majestic sausages bankroll and fund our videos to make them all the more possible. Seriously, thank you very much for your generous support. And hey, if you sat there wondering what video you'd like to watch next, look no further than this one on screen now, hand chosen by myself to be absolutely perfect for you. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have a lovely day and goodbye for now.